Hey guys, this is Desolate Tutorials, and I have a friend here with me today. Say hello, Ruben.
Hello everyone.
You can find him on Liquicity. He has a song on their newest EP, and so we're gonna look at the bass from Nepenthe by 7 Lions, and it's the main bass in the drop, and this is what it sounds like. That's what it is. It's that heavy reeds, kind of distorted bass. And this is what we have. Oops, click on this. Alright. It's pretty dang close. And so how we're going to do this today is I'm going to go through just the massive patch, and then Ruben's going to go through some of the processing after the patch by like layering it with different distortion plugins and stuff.
Yeah.
And the massive patch just by itself sounds like this. Alright, so let's look at it. So you want to go ahead and go into File, do New Sound. I'm going to turn off all these things and just go through it. Okay. And so the first oscillator is going to be a dirty needle, which is under analog electric, and you're just going to leave everything the same except for the wavetable position. You're going to put to about 10 o'clock, and then you want to turn on the second oscillator and put it to kangaroo. And first thing you're going to do is drop it down negative 0.15. This will give it a kind of distorted, kind of detuned sound. And now you want to go to the wavetable position and turn it to where it's pointing at the T in wavetable, and turn the amp to about 2 o'clock. And now third oscillator is going to be a screamer. You want to put it up 1 octave or 12 semitones. The wavetable position is going to be pointing at the T in wavetable again, and that's all you're going to do to that. So you should have that sound first of all. Just for you to know, the notes we're playing are G, E, and then B. Modulation oscillator, you want to turn it on, drop it down 1 octave or negative 12 semitones. Put phase on oscillator 1 and put the phase to about 1 o'clock. This will give it that really kind of distorted and cool sound. And now go to your voicing tab. You want to turn on your pitch cutoff and move the dial to where it's just to where you can just see one just a big notch. And then you want to put the Unisona up to 2 and put it onto monophone. Then go to your oscillator and turn the time up to where it's pointing at the E in time. And what this does, it makes the notes glide from each other. And now insert 1 is going to be a parabolic shaper. Leave the drive wet the same and put the drive up to about 1 or 2 o'clock. Alright, let's go to your filter 1. Turn it on. It's going to be a double notch. And you just want to, from the regular settings it's going to be on, you just want to move the cutoff up just a tiny bit and turn the resonance down to about 9 o'clock. Alright, now for dimension expander, which we put on just about every sound in Massive. So turn the size just about all the way down and put the dry wet to where it's pointing at the S in size. Alright, that's pretty much the massive patch, but if one thing you want to do is open up an EQ and put a cut at 15 hertz, because without it, it kind of is kind of annoying sound. Alright, so I'm going to open up Skype and we're going to see what Ruben did to process this a little bit more.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm using FL Studio, by the way, right now. I'm sorry if it's gonna fill a lot. My PC is not in best condition right now, so if it's glitching or something like that, like, yeah, that's pretty much because of my bad PC. So what we're gonna do first is, he already showed you the bass patch. That's pretty what it all is, just a bass patch. And I layer that up with a second bass, but this time like the double notch filter is being used, and on its own right now if I turn all the plugins off, let me first do that, this one off, White noise. Okay, okay. It sounds on its own like this. I think he already went through this, but I'm just showing the big stack how it sounds together. I'm not sure if you can hear this.
You can hear it.
So what that is, it gives it like that nice like sound to it that makes it much more aggressive. And on top of that, that's just normal bass, so the one we already talked about. And he already mentioned that the notes were G, E, and B, but yeah, I already mentioned that. And then sub bass, I think we all know how to make a sub bass. For the people that don't know, you just make a new sound, you turn down, you only use one oscillator, you put it on sine squared, and then you put it on -12, or it doesn't really matter. I always put on -12. Turn down the intensity and the wavetable position, and you put a classic tube on it to add some, like, I'm not really sure what it does. It's distortion, right?
Yeah, it's just distortion. It just kind of makes your sub just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more full.
Yeah, so that's basically what the sub does. It gives it a nice, it's very fundamental. Like, it's your fundament, right?
Just really, the reason you use the sub is to fill out the whole frequency spectrum on the EQ, because you want to have sound, like, the EQ to be full.
It's also like, it's just nice. Sub bass, just nice. So enough about sub bass. Well, a little bit about sub bass. Just EQ it. Just cut out all the high end till you're on like 100 hertz. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear it if you have good speakers or headphones.
Well, if you do, yeah, we can't hear it, but it's just because it's so deep. But if you do a cut like that, that gets rid of the purpose of the distortion. But
for people that know what sub bass is, I don't really have to go any further.
Yeah,
probably a lot of people know. Okay, so I added another layer of white noise. You probably cannot hear it very well, but what white noise does, for some reason, it puts it all like nice together for myself. Like if I have like a nice bass or saw and I add like white noise, it I don't know, it fills up like I don't know, it just sounds better with white noise for some reason. And so white noise, like, just you don't really need any notes for white noise. Just I don't really know why I put the same notes as white noise. It's all the same sound. There are no different pitches in white noise. And then I created an extra bass patch for some extra sound, and it's like this. It doesn't really do much, but it's just there. And yeah, that's basically it. And altogether, it sounds like this without any post-processing. And you can hear that the second bass does a lot. It just adds that I don't know, that resonant sound to it. Okay, now we're going to the post-processing. What I did, he already mentioned it, is on the first bass I used I'm not sure, you have peak, what was it again? What was the...
It's a cut at 15.
Yeah, it's like a cut, yeah. On 1500 hertz, you already mentioned that, that's not really important. And the most important part, I would say, is Trash. I use Isotope Trash. It's a distortion plugin. It's called Trash, so it sounds like what it's used for. And I use the Squealer preset. In this case, I used the preset. I think we just made a quick bass. Like the whole way this video started, I know we're just screwing around a little bit, and this is what we ended up with. So Squealer, and with Squealer it sounds like this, and without. So the Isotope Trash is very important.
You can use any, if you don't have Isotope Trash, you can just use any other distortion plugin just to get that sound.
You use Sausage Fattener or Tel Bit Crusher. I use that sometimes. In my opinion, Trash is the best, but if you don't have it, that's a really good option. For the rest is not too much actually. It's just that Trash patch, and just like mess a little bit around with the mix, like turn down some volumes till it sounds nice and not too gritty. You don't want it to sound too gritty. For some reason, like white noise kind of eliminates that for some reasons. For myself, not sure if you guys hear that, but That's pretty much it. So what you can do then is you can render it out and post-process a little bit, compress it a little bit. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's it.
Yep. So thanks for watching, guys. If Ruben just play the sound, the full sound just once for everyone.
Yeah, of course, of course.
There you go. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you another time.
Bye.